You are highly welcome to our today's live broadcast right here from our homeland, Radio Biafra, here in Biafra land, where I am broadcasting from. Thank you. I hope you come with your pen and paper. Excuse me. Because we are going to write many things down. We will present your argument points. Because we are in another stage. There are many stages of this very battle, and people are playing different wings in this very battle. We are part of those who will always take you to the current battlefield. When the leadership will signal us, it is our duty to catch it up and link our people to there, because our people have other topics which are also useful in the struggle, but at a very point, the leadership will draw your attention closer to what is needed to be done, and our duty is to dispose it to you. Though it came in the open, but we will analyze it because we have the time to do so. The leadership use their other times to do some other things. As it stands now, from my screen, you can be reading out from there, and that is the key of this very matter. And that is the situation we are now in the campaign for free Nnamdi Kanu unconditionally. We will continue to push. Logically, we are there. Anyhow you want it, we are there. The worst thing that happened to our enemy Nigeria is that we are always there to understand their traps against us. That's why they find this difficult to defeat us. The worst thing that can happen to you is whenever you plan something, before you come out from your house, it will be in the public place. You are gone. And that is the situation Nigeria is. They can never defeat us. How many people can defend Nigeria? Let us see them on media. I want to see them. Come and analyze things happening in Nigeria. Come and defend Nigeria. Come and confront IPOB. Stop hiding under recruited agents. We want Nigerian youths. Come out plainly. Present your argument. Confront IPOB with our points. Don't claim a Yoruba man, a Northerner, and the Igbo man or a German that hates Biafra or hates the people from the East. You go and hide under recruited agents. You go and hide under Kanu. Hey, you say, how can you love Nnamdi Kanu? Mother is his brother. You will still ask Joseph, how is it that your brothers will hate you more than outsider? Why can't you go and ask Joseph? An idiot. How can you love Nnamdi Kanu? Mother is his brother. So Joseph brothers, they were his uncle blood. Mad people. You are the person to show me the enemy who is crossing boundary. You are a very foolish idiot. Even in IPOB, we dictate whoever you are. Why is it that when we talk about people that are trespassing, a very standing order, a highly prohibited in IPOB, trespassing, you don't trespass. We crush you. We don't care who are you, Iwonya. After the war, you can come and show us where we wounded you. But now in the battlefield, we don't mind to wound you. It's better you mind your position. After the battle, you can come. You present it, the government of Biafra will treat you. But then we will no longer be there. We'll be in another position, another place, or we'll be relaxing in our house. So you present your wound to Biafrans. Hey, look at where they blackmail you. Hey, they didn't even spare me during the struggle. That is when they will be able to listen to you. But you see now, it is not the normal position for you to come and start presenting your wound. You are the one who caused it for yourself. So we move. The topic there, I think you will come with another phone anyway, or you will be on your Google in this very program. I remain the fearless IPOB evangelist Mazi Maduabuchi. I am from Bundia West in Nnamdi. Nnamdi is a local government in Nigeria province, Biafra land. I am a homeland broadcast under IPOB. In case you don't know, Adamakwa. Thank you. When I call Homeland Radio Biafra, it is on Facebook. Kanu got angry with it. But this is on Facebook. Have nothing to do with Radio Biafra London. Adamakwa. In case you don't know. Kanu, I know you will try to interpret it, misinterpret it. So let us go there, and I will continue to appreciate our Creator. Very, very important for the plan to crush us in 2 weeks. Even the women in America told us before 2 weeks, now they can die. So, but here we are today. He said, you can never kill me. Only Chukwuabiama can kill me, and you can never defeat us. So what we do is not that we become known, popular, or get money. Nonsense. We are doing this because Chukwuabiama, God in heaven, have determined that we should come and do this. Exactly what we are doing. And Mazi Nnamdi leads us. So let us appreciate, acknowledge the presence of God by thanking Him. We return thanks to Him because we are where the enemy do not expect will be. Very, very far. Narekele narotuto narojama narambulelu narechisi ibuchi inadi rebi Chineke ojugu Chineke Nnamdi Kanu Chineke IPOB Chineke ndị agha ojugu Chineke ndị nna nna anyị ha chọpụtara nri anyị na-eri Chineke ndị nne nna anyị ha chọpụtara anyị nri ndị anyị na-eri imeela eze udo ibuchi ikpughere ha anya wee chọpụta ahịhịa ndị ga-eji na-agwa anyị ọrịa n'ebe a imeela wee kpughe ha anya ha wee hụta ahịhịa ndị anyị ga-eji wee mara akwụkwọ nri taa imeela eze udo nara ekele nara otuto ihe ndị anyị gosiri ha ọ dịghị mgbe anyị ga-anọ n'ime Naijiria chekwaa ya na-abụghị menyere anyị Biafra bifo ihe ndị a dị safe ma ọ bụghị ya anyị ka akpụ Fulani ewere ya na ma ha bịa taa ya ma anyị anọghị n'ime Biafra anyị ka ọchị Fulani ewere na ma ha taa ya pụta ọ bụrụ na anyị nọ n'ime Biafra ndị Biafra lelecha ihe ndị a bụ ngọzi gị n'ala anyị enyewe gị otuto n'ime Naijiria ohere adịghị n'ihi na a na-akpagbu anyị tinye na nsogbu mgbe ọbụla anyị nọ n'ịyọ gị ayịyọ ohere adịghị eji enye gị ofufe n'obodo a niile onwe onye na-enye gị ofufe onye na-asị praise and worshiping God ya na-echeta mkpa ya ha na-agbaga mbọle onye na-enye onyinye ya na-echeta ihe ọ chọrọ ka Chineke gbooro ya ohere ya adịghị ọdụtụ na anyị ndị anyị nọ n'ime Naijiria onye na-asị ya praise God ọ na-praise God ya na-echeta ụgwọ ụlọ asị ya worship God ọ na-echeta ụgwọ school asị ya appreciate God ọ na-echeta ka ore ahịa na shop ihi na anyị bụ ohu anaghị anọ n'ọnọdụ a efe gị ọnọdụ n'ime Naijiria anaghị na ebe efe gị ọ pacha ha na-agbaka mbụlị beta inye anyị Biafra anyị achefuo mkpa fee gị maka na ịgozigo anyị ndị nna nna ya na-ekpe ekpere ngọzi ihe a na-ekpe ekpe ogologo ndụ na ahụike ọbịa ka anyị ga na-ekpe n'ime Biafra maka na inyere anyị nkwụ inyere anyị akị ilu inyere anyị ụdara inyere anyị ji inyere anyị ede inyere anyị rice inyere anyị ihe niile inyere anyị coal inyere anyị crude oil inyere anyị nnu na Ebonyi inyere anyị zinc inyere anyị ọtanjele inyere anyị alọm inyere anyị ihe niile a chọrọ n'ụwa gịnị mere anyị ga-eji bịa yọọ gị ngọzi again n'ime Biafra beti n'ime Naijiria n'agbanyeghị ihe ndị a niile anyị ka na-ayọ gị ngọzi n'ime Naijiria n'agbanyeghị ihe ọma niile anyị ka na-ayọ gị ngọzi anyị ka na-ebulemu gị n'ihi na gọọmenti Naijiria mere ka anyị wee hapụ ịchọpụta ịdị mma gị n'ebe anyị nọ ha wee mee ka anyị were na-ayọkwa gị ihe n'ụbọchị taa anyị o kwesịrị na-ayọ gị ihe na-abụghị inye gị ekele n'ime Biafra ka anyị pụrụ inye gị ekele nye gị otuto nye gị ofufe na-echeta gị ihe ị ga-emere anyị na-enye gị ya ugbu a n'ime Naijiria onye na-enye gị ofufe ọ na-echeta na ọ chọrọ ịga obodo oyibo onye na-enye gị ofufe ọ na-echeta na ọ chọrọ ka nwa ya gụọ yunivasiti onweghị ma ọ na-eme ya n'obi ruo ala, ọ na-agba ya dịka gambling. Ya ka anyị ji ajọ gị nye anyị Biafra. Tọọ Nnamdi Kanu na-agbụ n'ihi na ịbụ chi. Imeela eze udo n'aha gị, chi ukwu okike abịa amara pụrụ ime ihe niile. We have prayed. Ise. Thank you. Thank you. Anyị ji mmadụ n'ala. Ihe a na-agba ebe a na gambling. Ihe a na-agba n'ikpere Chukwu here gambling is very, very clear. Onye asị ya praise God, ọchịrị aka elu na-ekpere efere Chukwu, ọ na-echeta mkpa ya. Ihe awụ ikpere Chukwu. Ọ Biafra abịa, ịdị free. Ịdị free. Gọọmenti handụlọ mata ruru ha. Onye ọbụla handụlọ nke ya. Ịhụ na mkpa gị pere mpe. Ịhụ na your problem dị small. But ugbo onye ihe ọbụla wụ mkpa. So how can you concentrate and worship God? How? Onwe ihe gọọmenti solve problem all over place. I say I'm going to church to worship God. It's a lie. You never worship God without remembering one thing you want God to do for you. It is chacha. It doesn't work. That's why you change churches. You be frustrated. You want God to do what government should do. In Abara. Biafra be your problem. In Nigeria, when you wake your problem. Emepu lebre you go. Emepu lodibia you go. Emepu ekite you go. In your place you go because government did not solve their problem. So that you will know your problem. Then you know the one God will solve. Then you will now know responsibility and problem. There is difference between responsibility and problem. So let us not dwell there and hit to the program. Let us hit to the topic of this program. Next day we'll do on that. Next day we will deal on that. Thank you. I'm the madman. So, are you on Google now? Let us go to Google because I have told our people that Binta Nyako is compromised. Binta Nyako, her full name, let me call her full name, Fatima. In short, Injustice Fatima Binta Nyako. Injustice Fatima Binta Nyako. Who is Nyako? Let us open the picture now. I want to see who is Nyako. Let us go there. Are you there now? Look at the screen. I have come fully on the screen. Who is Nyako? The husband of Binta Nyako. After this topic, we will know if Binta Nyako is qualified to handle Mazi Maduabuchi's case. Binta Nyako, as for me, before we continue, she is not qualified to handle Mazi Maduabuchi's case. How can a judge that her husband and her son is facing fraudulent charges be handling the case of a freedom fighter? Binta Nyako can never be competent in this matter. The world should listen, and your duty in this program is to tag in all international handles, you know, and all media, bring them closer, draw them closer to this very program. Every government official handle, you know, bring them closer to this program. We are fighting this battle step by step, and this is the latest step now. Binta Nyako must quit the case of Nnamdi Kanu. When IPOB said that Binta Nyako should do so, I am here to prove it. Binta Nyako family is not qualified to handle Mazi Maduabuchi's case. Imagine the kind of fraudulent case they are facing. Binta Nyako is also involved because this morning the husband and the son ate. Binta Nyako benefited from the money. So instead of Nigerian government to add Binta Nyako in the charges, cut out this video. After watching it, please, from this place the topic started, cut it out. Make sure it go viral. Binta Nyako ate from this fraudulent money. How can your husband, your son be involved in fraud? Does it mean none of them bought you a wristwatch? None of them bought you at least a provision. So your son didn't buy you anything from this fraudulent money. The name of Binta Nyako is in this charges, in this very charge. But the case of Nnamdi Kanu becomes the replacement. That is why you didn't see the name of Binta Nyako in this. They are only holding the husband and the son so that Binta Nyako can use Nnamdi Kanu's freedom to exchange her fraudulent husband and son. Now, let us go down again. Let us cool down here. Reason by yourself. How can a husband and the son be involved in front? And you tell me that the wife, which is the mother of the son, did not eat money from this. Are you telling me that the whole family will be involved in front and the wife is not involved? You are dreaming. Binta Nyako is fully involved in this matter. Binta Nyako is fully involved in these fraudulent charges. Let us read. 29 billion naira fraud. EFCC rearranges ex-Adamawa Governor Nyako and the son. Now, which day? Look at it. It is a current threat to Binta Nyako. A current threat. If you fail to join Nnamdi Kanu or if you quit, that's why they brought this case on Thursday. Look at it there. Look at it. Well, not Thursday. When was it, please? That was the 21st March. Sorry. Not 21st. This is the news is on 21st March, yes. But it happened on Thursday last week, yes. The case came up in court last Thursday. So this is what that is to say. Binta Nyako is not qualified to handle Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's case. Because of the case of Nnamdi Kanu, they started the case of the husband afresh. Go to your Google. What is it called? Murtala Nyako and EFCC. Just Google it now. I want us to go there. Please, Google Murtala Nyako and EFCC. Google it now. Let us go there. Okwandea. I mentioned there here. They will know. Murtala Nyako and EFCC. Okay, I can see now. Punch newspaper. The first one I'm seeing here. Thank you. Okay, what I'm seeing is this one. Let me go to the... I want to be bringing it here. Let me shift this one now. And come up with the other one. Okay. Okay, look at the criminal here. Look at the criminal husband of Binta Nyako. Look at her. Look at him. Now, the judge, Okon, that is Okon Aba or what? That judge of Federal High Court Abuja was handling the case of this very man. And he's no longer there. So, because they started the case of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu fresh, or they want to start it afresh, the fresh trial, they now start the case of this man afresh. Are you understanding now? The case of this Adamawa criminal, former governor of Adamawa, this criminal, the husband to Fatima Binta Nyako, they started his case afresh, using it to threaten Binta Nyako. Do you understand? And what is the threat there? The threat there is not that they will jail the husband and the son. No. They told Binta Nyako that you will lose your job because you are involved in the matter. There is no way the husband and son will be involved in fraudulence, and the wife or the mother did not eat from this very fraudulent money. Don't joke with EFCC. They are aware, very, very well aware. And that is the very serious problem of Binta Nyako. The issue is not that they will jail the husband. They told Binta Nyako, you lose your job. After all, you cannot marry a convict. If you are a civil servant and a convict marry you, you will resign before you get married to a convict. So they are threatening Binta Nyako in different ways, federal government of Nigeria. Because if they jail the husband, Binta Nyako's job will be terminated. You can, Mike Ejara of Enugu State, Ezago, that is not something years now, was a convict in Enugu prison. And he married a wardress. He married a wardress, a warder woman. And the woman have to resign before an ex-convict will marry her. Do you understand? So let us continue. When we are saying, they play the show, and they can instance on Edoganya. Thank you. Can you understand it? So let us continue. In the open. In the open. So let us bring the picture of Mazi Nnamdi and Binta Nyako. Then bring the picture of the husband. The husband should be on the low level. Let us look for the picture of the husband. Very, very important. You know where we are going now. Okay. We are there now. Thank you. Are you getting it? Share it very wide. I am not saying tag. Tag in all international agencies. Tag in all government bodies of the world that you know. Tag in international and the local medias in this very program. We are presenting our reasons why Binta Nyako must quit the case of Mazi Nnamdi. Why is it that a corrupt family will be handling a case of a saint and already discharged Mazi Nnamdi? That a woman, that the husband and wife is corrupt, facing criminal charges, ex-governor of Adamawa State, Murtala Nyako, the husband to Binta Nyako, and the son, and Binta Nyako is involved. And yes, he said, we will remove your name from the charges if you will accept to jail Nnamdi. And that is why they started the case of Mazi Nnamdi fresh, and they started the case of the husband to Binta Nyako, that is Murtala Nyako, afresh. It is a fresh treat to Binta Nyako. It is a fresh treat to Binta Nyako. They have threatened her 2022, sorry, it didn't work. They have brought a fresh treat and say, when your husband is jailed, your job is terminated, because a civil servant cannot marry a convict. A civil servant cannot marry a convict. You must resign before you marry an ex-convict. So if the husband, Murtala Nyako, is jailed, as yes, this is threatening Binta Nyako, the job of Binta Nyako as a judge is automatically terminated. And again, they also threaten Binta Nyako that you are involved in the matter because your husband and your son is involved in fraud. And you were the first lady of the state when your husband was serving Adamawa State. So as a first lady, you are involved in the fraud because the money came to your house. The money, the suspended money that was laundered came inside your house. And you benefited from this fraudulent money. And yes, it is said, we cannot charge your husband and son alone. You are involved unless you jail Nnamdi. That is the situation Binta Nyako is. And if you are sensible, you ask yourself, why is it that Binta Nyako was busy welcoming amended camp charges? And you ask yourself, was Binta Nyako in the discussion to kidnap Nnamdi in Kenya? Through her attitude, let us go to her attitude. Binta Nyako was aware that the house of Nnamdi was attacked and the 28 men was killed, including her dad that made them 29, and the jack that was in the compound, not outside the compound, because after the very massacre, we discovered 7 graveyards in the bushes and forests in Biafra land as a result of the python dash. Let us continue and analyze this very matter. Do you know that when Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped from Kenya and brought back to Nigeria? Share this program very, very well. Don't be stingy. Share it very wide. Unless some people may not share because of their page, according to where they are working. Right? Where they are working, their family members and some other things. Though they are hardcore. But that their main page cannot be shared. Biafra things cannot be shared there. So you don't find them guilty like that. We have them and we know they are fully in support, but they cannot allow that because they know where they find themselves. So they will not, they know that how they are supporting Biafra and how they love it, but they cannot do that. So you must not, if some of them cannot change profile picture. We knew them, but they cannot condemn those that are changing it. Right? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Let us continue. So, when Mazi Maduabuchi was brought back from Kenya to Nigeria as he was kidnapped and extraordinarily renditioned into Nigeria without due proceedings, because if they follow due proceedings, it will be extradition. Right? But due to the illegality of the arrest of Nnamdi Kanu, it becomes a breach of international law. Extraordinary rendition because he was not possessing any Nigerian passport. So what actually brought him to Nigeria? It was under force. He was forced into Nigeria, not his mind. And he was not arrested through Kenyan government officially. So he was kidnapped and extraordinarily renditioned into Nigeria. So illegal arrest. So we continue. And that is to say, Nigeria have no legitimacy to try Nnamdi Kanu upon the terrorism they committed against him in Kenya. It was terrorism. Even in his house in Afaruku, they committed terrorism against him. So let us move. Nigeria that committed terrorism against Nnamdi Kanu cannot be charging him for terrorism. They will first of all clear their own crime. You will not be in the process to hold a criminal, you commit crime. You will face your own crime, criminal charges. You will face your own criminal charges. You will not go in the process of holding noise. You will generate noise. You will face your own. Do you understand? Thank you. So now, as his case was presented to the court of Binta Nyako, what did they present? Did they present the initial charges, which is the initial warrant that Nnamdi Kanu was granted bail on in 2017? Did you see it on the table of Binta Nyako? If Binta Nyako was not in the conspiracy of the kidnapping of Nnamdi Kanu, this is why I am hitting here. To show you more ground that Binta Nyako is compromised. She has no legitimacy because of the corruption in her family to handle the case of Nnamdi Kanu. Binta Nyako's family is highly corrupted. And she's involved. And then they will understand. Right? So now, when they attacked the house of Nnamdi Kanu in 2017, what did they present to the world? They said he jumped bail. He escaped. He jumped bail. He ran away. He refused to come and stand his trial. Just follow me here. Don't shift. Don't allow distraction. Follow me up here. I know they are listening. You know, they have shared it to them. So let us, they have their agents here. They copy and share to them. Very, very important. Don't underrate our analysis. They are there listening to you. So now, follow me now. Ask yourself, why is it that they told the world that Nnamdi Kanu jumped bail? That bail he jumped, where was it granted? It was granted in the court of Binta Nyako. Do you know that there was a warrant, detention warrant, which is always in the court, right? In your matter. If you are in a waiting trial, the warders will be using it to bring you to court. Detention warrant. It is in that warrant that your charges are. Now, why was it that Mazi Maduabuchi was brought back to Nigeria in 2021 and that warrant was missing in the court of Binta Nyako? If the warrant was there, why was Binta Nyako busy welcoming amended count charges as the starting of the case, 5 amended count charges, 7 amended count charges, 15 amended count charges. Why was it that Binta Nyako did not say, no, don't come with amended count charges for now? There are charges he was granted bail on. Treasonable felony. Why can't we proceed with it? Then, as the case proceeds, you can be coming with amended count charges. But Binta Nyako don't want to go to that warrant because the invasion of his house by the army will be remembered. So Binta Nyako automatically boycotted that warrant because the warrant immediately you presented in court, the lawyers of Nnamdi Kanu will tell the court that this man was attacked, that Nigeria was the people who is guilty of contempt of court. So Binta Nyako don't want to go there. Binta Nyako and federal government discuss it, and they boycotted the particular warrant that they told the world he jumped bail. He refused to come and stand the trial. Now ask yourself, if they are proud of that very charges in the warrant that they told the world, he's afraid, he cannot stand the trial, he ran away. Why was it that Binta Nyako or Nigerian government did not present that very warrant in the court of Binta Nyako in 2021? Why did they ended up coming up with amended count charges that the date started from 2018 to 2021, while the House of Nnamdi Kanu was attacked in 2017? Now let me give you one example of the 15 amended count charges, and I will read from the 3 of the 15 count 3 out of the 15 amended count charges. Now, the same thing in all the charges, the same date, the same year in all the charges against Nnamdi Kanu in the 15 amended count charges, which is no more or no longer existing. 7 was trashed in the Binta Nyako's court, 8 was trashed in the Court of Appeal. There is no more charges there. Then we continue. Let us read the talk and 3 of the 15 amended count charges. It said that you, Mr. Nnamdi Kanu, from Faruku, Umuahia South, Umuahia North, local government of Abia State, from 2018 to 2021, professed to be a member, stroke leader of a proscribed indigenous people of Biafra. And then Nnamdi Kanu pleaded not guilty, right? When he was taking plea. Do you understand? I want you to pick the date, the year they mentioned. They said from 2018 to 2021. But the House of Nnamdi Kanu was attacked in 2017. He was granted bail in 2017. Now ask yourself, why do they come up with the charges from 2018? What is the charges that he jumped bail for? Was it a charge of 2018 or charges that was prepared against him from 2015, 2016, 2017? So now, why is it that he was kidnapped from Kenya and brought back to Nigeria in the Binta Nyako's court? Nigerian government refused to present the very warrant which the charges that they told the world he refused to come and stand the trial. Those charges are in that warrant. But they came up with amended count charges, attack on INF facilities, attack on security formation, NSAS protest. All was added against Nnamdi Kanu. And I asked Binta Nyako, was this the charges he ran away from, as Nigeria alleged? Was it charges bordering 2018, 2021, 2019, 2020? Why Nnamdi Kanu, you say he jumped bail in 2017? Now, which charges was he facing that you say he jumped bail? Why didn't we hear it in the court of Binta Nyako in 2021, 2022, 2023? You all come up with amended count charges. Why is it that you lied to the world? Why didn't you come up with that warrant? And the charges of treasonable felony is in that warrant. Why did you boycott the warrant? You lied to the world that he jumped bail. That is to say, Binta Nyako is in the conspiracy with the federal government to kidnap Nnamdi Kanu because he promised them to hide the warrant which he granted Mazi Maduabuchi bail on. Because in that warrant, there are charges in that warrant which they cannot defeat Nnamdi Kanu on. And they failed by failing to present that warrant. That is to say, Nnamdi Kanu was standing illegal trial in the court of Binta Nyako without a warrant. Because the fresh warrant they brought from the court, any warrant they brought is illegal since 2021. That fresh warrant, because what you presented to the world is that he jumped bail. So where is that warrant you granted him bail on? Where is it? If you bring that warrant, why didn't you confront the charges in that warrant? When was those charges struck out? So why did you run away from those charges? When was those charges struck out? Binta Nyako, tell us. You rushed to cut off the bail, to revoke the bail. Which bail was that? Now, which charges was that bail granted on? When you revoke the bail, where are those charges of treasonable felony? Where are those charges that Ademola discharged on the 17th of December 2015? Still, you continue. Where are those charges that Honorable Justice Johnson discharged in 2016? Where are those charges that you, Binta Nyako, granted bail? Where is it? It is in a warrant. And the warrant was where you signed the bail. It is at the back of the warrant that you signed the bail. The court pronouncement was signed at the back of that warrant. That warrant becomes valid, remains valid, hence the trial has not been over. So where is that warrant? Because I know what I'm saying. Where is that warrant? Now you see where we are holding you. Now you see our point. Showing that you are incompetent to handle Mazi Maduabuchi's issue. Because your family, the whole member of your family, both you, is involved in fraud. Your husband's case has started afresh. Since how many years now? You were the first lady when he committed crime, fraud. 29, how much is that? Let us go there again. See the money Binta is eating. You eat fraudulent money. You have the mind to come and talk about Nnamdi Kanu. A criminal woman. You are eating, your husband is a crime committer. Then see your husband. You want to use him, this idiot, to replace the freedom of Nnamdi Kanu. Who told you to work? Let me bring the charges here. Let me bring it here. I met you here on a matana. And I won't have no we IPOB one day. You try and see now. Try and see. Try and see. Are you getting it? 29 billion fraud. So okay. Please be sincere to yourself. Are you telling me that the husband of Binta Nyako, Motala Nyako, and the son, is it Abdul Karim or what, is involved in such crime, and Binta Nyako is not involved? Now use your sense now. Binta Nyako is involved. That is the key of the matter. That is why she is handling Mazi Maduabuchi's case. Binta Nyako is truly involved. So they are just keeping her name pending. You know? So her job is under threat now. And she will lose in two ways. Her husband will be convicted. And her job terminated. Do you understand? She cannot be a judge and a civil servant and be marrying an ex-convict. No, now. When, it doesn't work now. A convict is different from an awaiting trial mate. Obasanjo was awaiting trial mate. Yar'Adua was an awaiting trial. No, none of them was convicted. Abacha just kept them there. In case your mind will take you to Obasanjo, he was not convicted. Right? They just dumped him in the detention. Just like Mazi Maduabuchi, he's not convicted. So convict is different, but the same prison premises, but different prison cells, categories of jail, and some other things. Thank you. Thank you. I am Nnamdi. They thought there is a judge. Judge Egbakwa. I may check here, you know. You know that no one Judge Egbakwa. To compare with our gift in our yara. Which judge are you? Are you mad? We destroy you and destroy your agents. Mad people. Thank you. How can a criminal family be trying the case of an innocent Nnamdi Kanu? A criminal family. Are you doubting us? Let us come bold again. Okay, let me come up. I need to come up with a long this thing. Okay, I read it. This one is from Vanguard. This one is somehow long. Oh yeah. The Economic and Financial Crime Commission, EFCC, on Thursday, rearraigned a former governor of Adamawa State, Binta Nyako, and his son, Abdulaziz, in the Federal High Court, Abuja, over alleged 29 billion naira. Am 29 billion, 29 billion, family of fraud. Billion, you tell me Binta Nyako did not eat 1 billion from there. So you tell me Binta Nyako is free. You are dreaming. Nigerian government is holding Binta Nyako in a very high esteem. Look at the face of the criminal. You want to use and exchange the life of Nnamdi Kanu. It is foolish. Somebody that is facing trial, and you want to compare him with the Mazi Maduabuchi. Let me look for Mazi Maduabuchi's discharge repeated, if I can see it here. I don't know. If I cannot see it, then I will use, let me bring his picture anywhere. Right? I will come up with this one. Okay, so you want to use the picture of that criminal husband, your criminal husband, and they exchange Nnamdi Kanu. Look at the person, Binta Nyako, you are dreaming. Your husband is a criminal. His trial has started afresh. Did Nnamdi Kanu take any money? Government say you want to divide Nigeria. You are not qualified to try him. Your own is fraud. You stole public fund. Binta Nyako, as a judge, is fully involved. If not for anything, Binta Nyako, at least from 29 billion, Binta Nyako at least took 2 billion or 3 billion. How can your husband and son squander public money and you cannot chop at least one biscuit? It is a lie, Binta Nyako. It's a very big lie. You are feeling involved. You want to say, look at a thief. Look at this thief. Look at this thief. Binta Nyako. Look at that is old age thief, the husband of Binta Nyako. Binta, we told you this war is beyond you. We will fight you, both physical and spiritual. You see this battle, you must hands off. This is another stage we are. We are still going to open up more. You are completely incompetent and unqualified to handle Mazi Maduabuchi's case. This is a freedom fighting case. That is matter of self-determination. Nigeria have failed the world by handing Mazi Maduabuchi's case over to a criminal family, a fraudulent Nyako's family. Just imagine, because of the crime this family committed. So Binta Nyako is now forced to jail Nnamdi Kanu. That's why she don't listen to anybody. She don't listen to a lawyer. She just read out script given to her. She does not even give her judgment based on the argument in her court. She will just give a judgment based on the written note from the government, trying to shed her fraudulent husband and son away from their crime, using Nnamdi Kanu's freedom to replace it. Now to jail Nnamdi Kanu and free the criminals is impossible. Binta Nyako, you will face your dance because you committed crime. You are involved in this fraud. EFCC must open up. You cannot use Nnamdi Kanu as a defense. You are involved. And also, if your husband is jailed, your service is terminated because a civil servant cannot marry an ex-convict. Thank you. Do you understand? Thank you. So our people must understand that when the leadership push this very press release, and they push us, also brought up more things, both writers and some other things, is for you to know where the war is now. Right? Know where the war is. Binta Nyako. The other people will have finished their battle. We are still fighting. We have 3 government parallel groups. The autopilot, Umadaka, USA, and the siblings and their conspirational or master of or legal blackmailer. Is it how do I? This man is a lawyer that facilitates blackmails. So siblings and their lawyer that legalize blackmail, right? Lawyer of blackmail. They are the 3rd parallel. So we have defeated 2. Autopilot, they are now in exile. We defeated Umadaka. They no longer exist. Some of them are mad now. Now another one is they remain them and the Binta Nyako. So this war come the same time. We are fighting 2 fronts now. Though the other people are trying to congregate, but they are no longer there because the main key point of their job is to tell you they're in charge of IPOB and tell you they're in charge of ESN. Those jobs have gone. So they are now dancing outside the very agenda they were handed over to. You can never use the name of IPOB operate. At the end, they said no more ESN. They said no more IPOB. That is when we told you we had defeated them. We don't fight anybody than to say that you cannot operate with the name of IPOB or ESN. And again, we can never allow you to kill our people with the name of freedom fighting. Do you understand? So that is our problem with those criminals, and we have done that very battle. The whole Biafra land knows that they are criminal. They are no longer presentable. Do you understand? That's why you see them brought one of their members, tie his hand softly, and say, "Echina is our commander," because they say, okay, if nobody values us now, let us start tarnishing their own image. What can you do now to compare with what you did earlier? You use our name to commit crime. Have you used your name? So is it when you tie your member to say, I'm from Abreba, and the Abreba people have come up and say, which part of Abreba do you come up? You are not from Abreba. Abreba does not answer Nnamdi Ofo. Do you understand? Nnamdi is from our Enugu, Nkanu side, not the whole Enugu. Nkanu answer Nnamdi. Both Nike, the Nkanu, right? So we continue. Next one, Umadaka, they don't exist. They are with Umeri account. With all of them, that's their end. Next one is sibling. We have told the world, any politician you call that give them money in the name of IPOB, you are wasting your time. We have separated them because government want to present them. Do you understand? That one is different. It remains Binta Nyako here. Binta Nyako, right? And she must hands off this case. If not, short, all your prayer, channel it on Binta Nyako. Nnamdi can have defeated his enemies. Do you understand? So, no individual we hate, but we hate characters of individuals. That is against the sources of our people, which is our freedom. So hence, we see you in that position or in that attitude. We will expose you in our own method. It doesn't matter who you are related with. So let us continue. So what is the foundation of Binta Nyako in handling Nnamdi Kanu's case? What is her qualification? She didn't qualify apart from the picture of her husband you are seeing there. Apart from the picture of her husband. Okay, what is the qualification of Binta Nyako? What is her competency in this case? She is incompetent. But what is her take? What is just her ground in this matter? Why is she involved? Is she qualified? Is she supposed to be here? No, she is not supposed. But let us see why she is handling Mazi Kanu's case. Let us see. I want to see. Now look at the only thing that makes Binta Nyako to become a judge over Nnamdi Kanu's case. Look at what makes Binta Nyako a judge. 29 billion naira fraud. EFCC rearranges ex-Adamawa governor Nyako and his son. Thank you. Do you understand? So, this was in 21st March, yes. They started the case of this man afresh. As they continue, they are planning to start the trial of Nnamdi Kanu with Binta Nyako. They start the trial of her husband because Okon, that was in charge of this case, is no longer there. So they have shipped this case to another federal high court in Abuja. And they told the husband to Binta Nyako that the case will start afresh. And they have told Binta Nyako, your husband will be jailed unless you jail Nnamdi Kanu. Are you now seeing why Binta Nyako is handling Nnamdi Kanu's case? As normal, is she qualified? A judge that is the husband of ex-governor who is facing fraudulent charges of 29 billion naira. Ask yourself, is that woman free from this money? No, she is involved. Now, do you see why she's handling Mazi Kanu's case? She's not handling Mazi Kanu's case because her husband and son is involved in fraudulent, 29 billion naira fraud, or in the hand of EFCC. No, she's worried. They tied her hands because she is involved in this fraud. Binta Nyako is involved in this fraud. So EFCC is threatening her that her name should be made open. The next court, they will make it open. If you refuse to play your wing, we will add your name in the charges. We'll add your name. There are evidences there through the confessional statement of both the husband and the son. There are evidences that Binta Nyako is connected to this fraud. And it becomes a weapon in the hand of EFCC. If you don't do this thing of Nnamdi Kanu, then your name will be exposed. It's a very serious matter. And also, they told her that your husband will be jailed with the evidences in our hand. And your job terminated. Because you cannot marry a convict serving Nigeria. No, now, civil servant does not marry ex-convict. You must resign. If an ex-convict want to marry you, you will resign. If you are marrying ex-convict and immediately the person is convicted, marrying somebody is convicted, because you answer his name now. Did you answer your father's name? You are answering his name, so that name have been convicted. Automatically you are a convict. Is it not 1 + 1? Is it not 1 in the marriage? So that is automatically you are a convict. So you cannot be a civil servant. Now you know the law. We know it now, Binta Nyako. Now you know what is facing you. 2 ways. Thereby, you are incompetent in this matter. You are incompetent. The position of your family in fraud, in EFCC, your involvement because your son and husband is involved, is a very serious matter that nobody should overlook. Before I thought this was on April, but it was on the 21st March 2024. This very matter came up in court. Fresh, case that have been in court for how many years? The case have started afresh, as a fresh treat to Binta Nyako, to persuade her in order to be reading out the federal government script in every of Nnamdi Kanu's court sitting. because she is not on her own. She cannot handle matter on her own. She has been, her hands have been tied up because of her involvement in this matter. Binta Nyako, hands off this matter of Nnamdi Kanu. Hands off this case. Your husband, your son, your family is involved in fraud. You are also involved. Therefore, you are unqualified to handle a very important matter like that of Nnamdi Kanu. Yes, now she is not on her own. She's not on her own. That's why there is no other court they can take it to. There is no other judge. All the appeal court judges are not involved in fraud. Any of them that is involved in fraud will not join the judgment, will not approve that judgment. Any of the appeal court judge, okay, just like those Supreme Court judges that passed that judgment, they are involved now. They are involved in fraud. That is one of the weapons of the British. The British will make sure that you are involved in fraud. They taught it to Nigerian government. Hence, you are involved in any crime. You become their slave. Anytime you want to defend your people, they will ask you, do you want us to reveal it? Do you want us to say it now? If you're a traditional ruler, Smart and Fulani will send you 30 million, 50 million. You want to say, they will call you and say, no, it's because of your good job. You know, we know who is doing well. Within 3 months, they will send Fulani cows into your community. If you talk, they will send EFCC. EFCC will send you a text message and say, do you remember 30 million fraud? Do you remember 50 million fraud? And the traditional ruler will turn to a baby. Start doing like this. Okay, Fulani, you can come in. And the community will be shouting, we don't want Fulani. The traditional ruler will say, that is the way we do it. Because EFCC have forwarded the bank transaction to him. No, he didn't go to Fulani and demand for money. But they tied all of them. They know they lost money. They can shift 100 million to you. And you want to tie? They say, no. You are a good man now. You are a good man. You are traditional. If you are doing like others, if others like you, no problem. But they have trapped you. Small time, they will send Fulani. Please, they will kill one person in your community. If you talk, EFCC will just send you a message. They will forward that bank transaction to you and say, you know, fraud. You are involved in fraud. Though. That's how they caged some people here, politicians. That is why there is no independent voice in all the Nigerian politicians. Everybody have fraud that EFCC will present before him. You will succumb. Hey, now Joseph Okala is talking. Oh, I love what he said. Now, Obasanjo just said that Peter Obi should take his position. Now, let us give him his mandate. Now, Buhari should give Peter Obi. Now, I can give Peter Obi his mandate. Now, Obasanjo is talking. Oh, I told the people you are a fool. Does Obasanjo have an independent voice? A fraudster? A criminal? What can give him ground to defend you? He is involved in what you are facing. He's a contributor. He's a master planner of what you are facing. If you see him shouting, he wants to cover the voices of the masses. He wants to pack you at the backyard. So you'll be somewhere saying, no, Obasanjo, let us see what he's saying. No, Obasanjo is serious. So, no, Obasanjo, he wants Peter Obi to take this position. Had he not come out and said anything, don't you know you keep voicing out because you see yourself as who you are fighting for yourself. But they will recruit one politician like Obasanjo they recruited. He started talking. Now I will see to the end of this election. I will see to the immediately he came up. I with a broadcast. I told Nigerian youth, this man is trying to cover the voice of millions. Overlook him. Keep voicing out. If he want to cover if you are 30 million shouting, his voice will take over 20 million. And the 10 will be compromised. If 10 write something, the other 20 will tell him, wait now, we are watching Obasanjo. Let us see what will happen. We are wanting a messenger. This is a game we knew. Or Nigeria, is it Nigeria? We know Nigeria now. Will you tell us Nigeria? Thank you. You want to tell us Nigeria? Okay. Fellas, teacher want to teach me nonsense. Teacher want to teach me nonsense. What are you going to tell us about? Tell IPOB about Nigeria. So we don't study Nigeria before we started fighting them legally. Yeah? So you think we just start? Okay, we are Feni or Igbo Cultural Organization. And as Onyega wish. Okay, you think that is people without plan? People that are corrupt. That's why in Ohaneze Ndibu, nobody can say, hey, governor, stop inviting the army. Remove army. Do you know the reason? The governor that invited the army, the sitting governor, is a member of Ohaneze. The ex-governor that was there killing people is a member of Ohaneze. Ex-senator is a member of Ohaneze. Ex-minister, a member of Ohaneze. And they have all been involved in killings or any kind of evil, different types of evil. So they have no legitimacy to confront a sitting governor and say, stop killing. Because that governor will also remind them their own killings. Now you see why you Ohaneze. Can Ohaneze confront us and say, give us account of a bag in your state? Can Ohaneze confront the woman? Now, they launch under your, at least you were the head of governors, Southeast governor. So, can you give us account of a bag? Ohaneze cannot do it. They are also, the woman is a financial member of Ohaneze. The Opus of them are financial member. Okay, Zip as a financial member. Who will probe each other? They are also executive members. so, what is the meaning of Ohaneze? Ohaneze that cannot confront. Did you not see the brother from Nnamdi, the former governor, Okweseze, talking the other day? Do you understand? So there is no independent voice in Nigeria that can defend the people. Every voice you will hear is corrupt. If the person repeat that thing tomorrow, you know it's not corrupt. They will say it and succumb. You are the person. Hey, now do you know that this man is saying, hey, look how you they say. Now, do you know what Olatunde said? Let him say it tomorrow. That thing he said, EFCC have forwarded a fraudulent message, fraudulent case to him. He will not succumb. He will not repeat it tomorrow. There is no independent voice, only IPOB. Only IPOB can say, repeat it tomorrow, repeat it next tomorrow, repeat it next tomorrow, repeat. Only Nnamdi Kanu can say, repeat it. Radio Biafra will say and repeat it. Are we under you? Around our back? Can you quench the fire? Tell me who will say and repeat. Show me a voice in Nigeria. Show me one voice that is not corrupt, that can be confidentially defend the people. Our guy is a lie. Their voice will come up to deceive you. The EFCC will leave them. They will come up. Immediately you say another one, EFCC will send a message. And that voice will just die. That voice will just die. Thank you. So we'll continue to push. I have just come here. This message I have not finished, but I just come here to at least to present it. At least Binta will listen to it. I assure you now, there are people they pay. They are in our pages. Their duty is to copy your broadcast and send it to them. Their job is done. They will watch it. They will listen to it. But the one you do by the corner will say, I don't listen to what they are saying because he don't even know who you are. They want you to shoot gun on your screen here, as if you are under armed struggle. But do you know that those people that declare armed struggle are dragging traffic with us on social media? Can you shoot gun on your phone? The answer is no. So what are people that declare armed struggle, that do enforcement, that declare army? What are they doing here? This is the position of self-determination. It is where we do campaign. This is our duty post. You see us on media. Don't come here and say, you are talking too much. Do I have gun? Do you know how many bullets one person will shoot out if they are shooting gun? So we that is talking, is it not gun? Is it not bullet going out? So how many do you want us to shoot at? No, stop talking. But the government is getting the heat. They are getting the heat now. But people that say they declare army, they have gun, they are here on social media. What are you doing there? Will you shoot? Will you throw bomb on phone? Will you throw bomb on your laptop? Mad people everywhere. If we pick up arm, what am I doing here? I run a bomb. And I wave with a phone. It is foolish. So we pick up arm now and never now where the man he was a fool. ESN on never baby. Have you ever seen Nigerian army publish the activity of ESN? Have you ever seen Nigerian media publish the activities of ESN? But the activities of criminal, they will publish it and target IPOB. Now come to your teeth with your tongue. They can never publish the activities of ESN because it is legitimate. It is it is under international law. They can never, but they will publish the activities of the criminal they recruited and call it ESN. Ask yourself why. Ask yourself why. Why is it that Nigerian media have never published ESN as real ESN activity? It is legitimate. It is legal. Hey, they are state a non-state actor. Publish the activity of ESN. Let the world know about it. Stop publishing activities of criminals you recruited. Publish the activities of ESN. But you don't want to promote them. Because if the government of Nigeria publish that ESN is fighting terrorists, the world will recognize them. It is not easy to confront terrorists. That is an instruction from Nigerian government to the media. Do not promote ESN. Always promote criminals. Tag them ESN. If Nigerian army, I challenge them, expose the work of ESN. Expose it. You see these Fulanis that are making video talking about ESN, they are Nigerian army. Very soon they will call them and say, stop talking. They don't want any complaint about the real activities of ESN. All they want to present to the world is criminality of the people they recruited. But they have been attempting to defeat ESN. It didn't work. They can never say it. Nigerian army can never. They have been hearing, they see the video of ESN confronting cows. Show me one day Nigerian media publish one of those videos where ESN is confronting cow. Show me any place where Nigerian media publish ESN confronting cow. They know that it is their right to do so. They can never, if any Nigerian media can publish ESN confronting cow, now you will understand. They can never make such mistake. They can never promote ESN. Rather, they will promote criminality and target ESN. Are you understanding? There is no level of this battle that IPOB don't know. One day, if Nigerian government or Nigerian police say, we are working on the intelligence we had on Radio Biafra about the criminals in Osu, about the criminals in Ihiala. IPOB have published their name. IPOB have published the names of the criminal and they expose their location. We, the police intelligence, are using it. Can they say it? If they say it, they have promoted IPOB. The world, they don't want the world to see IPOB in that level. Do you understand? So they can never come up and say, we are working with IPOB intelligence. Nigerian army can never say, IPOB is calling the names of criminals. If they say it, then IPOB is doing a nice job. But they cannot publish it. People that call the name of criminals, how can you turn around and say they are criminals? But they expose names of criminals. But the main criminal will attack IPOB and say, why are you calling the names of our men? Hey, they are calling the name of our name, Radio Biafra. Why are you exposing the name of our men to Nigerian government? That is how to know a criminal. The same thing as Solomon said. Let us cut this let us cut the baby into two. Then I say, cut it. Do you understand? And the owner of the child said, no, leave it. Are you understanding? Are you understanding? People will carry gun, come and harass our people, kidnap them, kill them. They will say, hey, we are ESN. Why are you not supporting ESN? But the main work of ESN, you can never see the front page of newspaper and see ESN confronting cows. You can never see it on newspaper. If an international media carry it, Nigeria will bribe them. Nigeria have bribed them not to carry activities of ESN. That's why at times IPOB ESM commander will publish the video of ESN in action. We expect the media to carry it. Some people say, why are you publishing it? Allow the media. That thing you say, why are you publishing it? Don't do it in the open now. Are they terrorists? We want the media to carry it. Because they always carry video that is circulating on social media. Why is it that the video of ESN confronting Fulani cow will circulate on social media? It will never appear on Nigerian media. They can never legitimate ESN. But every day they will publish the activities of criminal. They will target ESN. They will never publish a news of ESN with a cow or about cow. It's impossible. Let them do it now and see where the world will keep ESN. You see the level, how the world will be regarding ESN. Let Nigeria try it. That's why those criminals, they hey, we are ESN, we are Nigerian police and the army will publish it. Hey, ESN, I am Onnamdi. I was in my mother's burial, my father's burial. They came and arrested me. Oga published the video, the news of ESN confronting Fulani cow in the bush, even Fulani in the bush of forest. Oga publish it. Publish it to the world, let us see. And see what you done to yourself. Who told you that Nigeria is not wise? But if they catch somebody that is stealing your fowl, they'll say it's the ESN. If they see a criminal who kidnap a businessman, hey, Nigeria army have nabbed ESN. Let us see video. We want to see a single picture of ESN confronting cow. But when we publish it, now why are you making it in open now? Say, Oga Pora, I know so. You want to get my hand in. She knows a poor name, my hand, I can't pama. In my petition, they dry in the US. So you'll be writing petition and be presenting activities on criminals to US government. And IPOB ESN commander will not be, at least be one time, they will bring out the video of ESN activities. Is that not defense? Is it everything you'll be talking from your mouth? It's a defensive video. Kagenshi ni mawurunda wasa. Kagenshi. They play the show. Evidence at hand. Thank you. I challenge them now. Let them publish the activities of ESN. The real activity of ESN, they can never. They publish criminal activities. Hey, ESN, we nabbed ESN. We invaded ESN camp. Oga, criminal camp, Oga. You can't talk about ESN without talking about Fulani cows. Any news about ESN without mentioning Fulani cows, Fulani herdsmen, one you are is a fake news. Any news about ESN activities must have Fulani cow in the sentence. Fulani herdsmen. In the sentence, that is the complete sentence. You don't make sense. Hey, we capture them. You know, see you talk around our body. Are you foolish? Talking about ESL without talking about cow. You must talk about Fulani cow and Fulani herdsmen. You talk about ESL, you talk about car, snatching of car. Snatching, you are a fool. Hey, we saw car in their camp. We saw healers. We saw women. We saw you are an idiot. You are a fool. One day you will publish the main news of ESN. By then it will be very late for you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Hamagid anyị ma ihe. So on a one under mistake. People that does not have gun. So you think we'll be making mistake? It is only Nigeria that have gun always make mistake. If they see peaceful protesters, they can't shoot them. They say, I can't shoot them. If they can't come to court, they will send army and police to court. What are you doing there? Because you don't have sense. You have gun. British is managing your sense. How can British be managing your sense? They gave you gun and they are managing your sense. So we don't have gun. Don't you know we have sense? How can you don't have gun, you don't have sense? Are you not a fool? That's why idiot to ask, what is your weapon? Can you fight the Nigerian government? But you heard what DSS said. We spent 500 million doing Nnamdi Kanu every case. Am I how? But your country is borrowing money from foreign, but they spent 500 million. In a case, now ask yourself, how much do they give to France, Italy, UK? How much do they give to ambassadors in Nigeria so that they will not talk about IPOB? Now, if we are in gun battle, don't you know that that money they are giving is the gun they are supposed to be shooting? And you see, come about, what are you doing to Nigeria? But they are bribing country now. They borrow money, they start using it to bribe country. It's a battle we gave it to them. They didn't plan for it. So they are not enjoying it. It's only a food. Like, what are you doing today? They are just talking. Hey. But the DSS spent 500 million. Yeah, that's talking. Okay? Only one cut. 500 million. You are just talking now. You are not taking action. How much do you think they spent in Kenya? How much have they spent in UN? How much have they spent in AU? How much have they spent in countries? But you're asking us, what are you achieving? What are you achieving? Buying a hura. Thank you. Thank you very, very much. So, as we round up, let us analyze this very matter before we say goodbye for today. Binta Nyako's husband is involved in fraud when he was a governor. The son involved in the same case. Are you telling me that Binta Nyako is not involved? Who is in two positions? She is a wife and the mother. The husband is one. The son is one, but Binta Nyako took two positions. Wife and the mother of the son. Are you telling me that if she didn't receive from the husband, that she did not receive from the son 29 billion? So Binta Nyako did not touch even 1 billion, either from the son or from the husband. Are you telling me? Facebook, you came late. Are you telling me? No, it is not true. Now you see the point where they are threatening Binta. They threatening her not because of the husband or the son. They threatening her because she's involved in the matter. And also that the husband will be jailed. And when the husband is jailed, her services terminated because, her job terminated because she cannot marry an ex-convict and become and remain a civil servant. It doesn't happen. And again is that her name will be made open publicly in line with the husband, son, so that she will know that she will no longer be a judge. So they have held her tight. They held her tight. She's involved in different ways. So that's why they say, okay, let us see if you are serious. They now rewind the case of the husband and start the case afresh. They start the case of Nnamdi Kanu afresh. As they just set it. Hey, let us set it now and see. If you are trying Nnamdi Kanu, we'll be trying your husband. If you are trying Nnamdi Kanu, try your husband. Anything you play for Nnamdi Kanu case, we'll play the negativity. If you play negative against our script, we'll play positive on your husband and your wife, and it will implicate you. Binta, you know you are implicated. These are threats from EFCC. She is fully implicated. She is involved in this fraud. So what is our stand? She lacks the competence to try Nnamdi Kanu. She cannot come out from such a dubious and fraudulent family and be trying an innocent man. Binta Nyako have no legitimacy to handle Mazi Maduabuchi's case. The family is rotten. The family Nnamdi Kanu is not facing any criminal charge like fraud or laundering. Nnamdi Kanu is a freedom fighter. She lacks the legitimacy. She lacks the grant to handle Nnamdi Kanu's case. The family is rotten. The family of Binta Nyako is corrupt. The son, the husband, Binta herself, is completely incompetent in this matter. Show me one contempt of court against DSS. She has been passing judgment pertaining the violation of the fundamental human rights of Nnamdi Kanu. DSS have been disobeying. Tell me one that Binta say, today we are holding you with contempt of court. Tell me, show me one. Binta, I may charge here matter. Thank you. Thank you. Akwai alago hani. That's an I very good here. That's an I very good. So before you know we are serious, is my go sing AK. Before we are here, before I come back to Nigeria or Gube. Kebe Nigeria now. They don't want our children to go to school. Kai we put around our bag. People will be going to market, going to shop, learning. Women will be giving birth to children. I and they are not there. Chief Ogawa here, why not go on? It's a good thing we do to our people. Awu cannot hang with an also. The plan of the enemy. We refuse to allow it to work. We refuse. We are the IPOB. We said no. I can ask why I now work. That's why they recruited idiots. They started shouting, we have to war with the Nigerian army. Hey, the British army, we have to war. Am I here war? Army without barrack. Don't you know you must secure an area? Army in one area. Your army under Nigeria territory without a republic country. You can only have volunteer. You don't have an army. Army must be under a republic country. Mugu. Umanumpama. Ojukwu launch army under Biafra Republic. Are you understanding? So Biafrans that was in Nigerian army, they joined Ojukwu. You see how it